Hi everybody, Zach Jackson. Welcome back to the episode reaction of Black Clover. Today moving on to episode 121 and going on from there. Last time, oh my gosh, man, we had the conclusion to the big resurrection arc. We had so much happen, so much get resolved, and a bunch of new things and new questions rise. It was crazy, guys. It was awesome. I loved it in a nutshell. Like, it was just, it's so good, and I'm kind of looking back on everything really fondly. It was a little different than what I was expecting at times, but it was really cool overall, and I really enjoyed it. It was awesome, and I just could just gush about it more and more and more, I think, if I let myself. But basically, we had Asta and in the big battle against the devil, and they needed to take him out, and they, in the end, successfully were able to do so with the help of Yami, with the help of Seker, with the help of like everybody in a sense, because like so many things was going on, so many characters were doing different things. It was just an awesome fight, and I mentioned this in my last video, guys, but I was really kind of expecting the two devils to kind of like do some kind of inner battle, like in Asta's head or something like that, or some kind of thing. But there wasn't an actual fight, but they did have a very small conversation where Asta's devil was basically like, "You're done, you're defeated, and I don't need to waste any time on you." And it kind of left me wondering now, like, what is his story? I feel like that's still eventually coming down the line. We don't know the devil with Asta, his full story yet, or what his true intentions are. Like, is he going to be evil too, like this first devil, or is he going to, just because he's always kind of there with Asta, is he going to kind of like, turn a leaf and with Asta's speeches and all the things that Asta's doing, is this devil going to kind of be like, well, he's got a point. This guy's actually the real deal and pretty cool and genuine. And I kind of said this too, guys, back in the episode, I think it was around episode 20, 21, something like that, where they had that banquet where they met and we first met all like the captains and all that kind of stuff. They did not give Asta the time of day. They were laughing at him, they were teasing him, and they were just like rude and horrible, mean to him. And I think I said it around then in one of those reactions where basically like Asta's going to have to show them up in battle. Asta's going to have to prove himself that he's the real deal, and they're going to have to like literally see him in action. And in a sense, you could argue that's what happened now. Like, I feel like maybe now moving forward, Asta might be like accepted by all knights, not just the Black Bulls, because we had Nozel basically put on the task of destroying the devil, that he talked to Asta and about it. Like, so he kind of like knows their name now. He took the time to recognize their power and their abilities, and I feel like that's a good thing. I feel like maybe now others will start to like not just tease him for the sake of teasing him because he has no magic. They're going to be like, you know what, actually you helped save the world. You helped, stop this threat, and like, we're going to see what happens now. I'm so excited, guys. We're going to move on. We have a lot of new things happening, of course. The big cliffhanger, I guess I should say, is the Wizard King Julius is apparently back, but now as a child or a younger teenager kid or something like that. So we're going to check out and see what all that's about. And I'm just so excited, guys. I can't wait. Thank you so much for joining me, guys, on this reaction. It means a lot. If you haven't already, please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel for more reactions coming soon. And we do have a Patreon as well where you can help support this channel, so feel free to check it out. The link is in the description below. Thank you to those of you that have already done so. And on Patreon, you can view the full episode reaction, unfiltered, unedited, for just $1 a month. It's a great time. So it means a lot to me, guys, if you're able to. So please consider if you can. And here we go with episode 121 of Black Clover. Let's go.
Threatened by a ruthless demon,
we finally get this full story. I love this like little change to the opening here.
All seemed lost until a lone mage stepped forward and took up
Show him, they call him by name.
The hero's name was Lumiere Silvermillion Clover. He was later hailed as the first Wizard King, and his story became legend.
The incorrect story, but I feel like now it'll be corrected.
Hey there! Guess I survived. Though, as you can see, I'm a bit smaller now.
So he has his memories too?
Yami, I'm leaving the rest to you now.
Okay, hold on. What kind of wacky plot twist is this?
I was expecting my magic to kick in sooner, but no such luck.
Oh, yeah?
That's right. I'd previously stored about 13 years of time into a magic item.
Wow.
I had to take a gamble, though, on whether or not it would activate.
Damn it. You're still as batty as ever. On the other hand, I thought I'd never see your face again, so guess it isn't all bad.
Please forgive me, Julius. Regardless of what your reason was, betraying the kingdom is a grave crime. Countless people have suffered, and it will take some time for them to recover. While they're healing, I'm not going to allow you to sit idly.
Don't you think you're going a little easy on Goldie Guts there?
Well, the way I see it, I was the one who invited him to join the Magic Knights and made him a captain. Which means I'm somewhat responsible. Not only that, but I lost against the other soul that was possessing his body, the leader of the Eye of the Midnight Sun. I'm sure some will resent you for your part in all of this, William. But I know your own suffering was also great. The question is, do you have the resolve to press on in spite of the hatred you're sure to face?
And my grimoire belongs to you, for the good of the Clover Kingdom. For crying out loud, Julius. Apart from that baby face, you haven't changed one bit, have you?
Wow. So that's just crazy. Like I was trying to think about Julius's powers and his magic abilities and everything with time, and it got me thinking, like, could he travel in time? Could he, like, send himself forward or backward in time instead of just stopping time? And I was almost in the back of my head hoping for something like that, like he was going to show up later in the show, you know, where instead of him actually, and then reveal, like, oh, instead of him dying, it was going to be like, oh, I traveled forward in time or something, or I traveled in the past long ago and, you know, or like in the future, I mean, and kind of like saw my own past and learned how I was going to die. So he, like, did something secretly to circumvent it. Like, I was thinking all of that kind of stuff could happen, not just storing time in an item. Like, that's kind of crazy, and that's a unique thing. So he's back, and I'm assuming he's 13 years old, based off of the 13 years he had to store. Something might have gone wrong with that, but it's cool that he has his memories. It's cool that he retained all that knowledge, because now he's still our Julius. He's still, like, our character, and now he's going to want to get in the action, I feel like, and now he's probably going to actually do so and not just be, you know, the Wizard King. He's going to be like a knight again or something like that and want to go off on adventures and do cool stuff. So we'll have to see if that actually happens. But oh, it's good stuff, man. Page 121, 3 problems. Let's go.
Now then, I thank you all for your hard work. The battle has ended and we can live happily ever after. At least, that's what I'd like to say. But unfortunately, we're currently faced with 3 problems.
Who does this guy think he is calling us here?
I know that key. Yeah, I recognize him.
Let me explain problem number 1. The Wizard King is nowhere to be found.
You're the Wizard King, genius, or did you forget already?
I knew it!
Sadly, my magic is mostly depleted at this point. My grimoire is just 1 page, so I'm unable to fight.
Okay.
Not only that, but I now have significantly less influence with the hardline nobles whose primary concern is the wealth and power of this kingdom.
Okay, can I ask you
So I guess he won't be going into battle because he has no magic, or little magic.
That was 2 questions, Short Stack.
Ah, yes. You see, I discovered some magic technology left behind by ancient mages. According to the documents in the palace library, the device is called Swallowtail.
Oh, that's what she made.
I soon realized that my time magic and Swallowtail were very compatible. That was when I began stockpiling small amounts of magic and time inside the emblem on my forehead. Just in case something terrible were to happen to me, I would have the ability to start over again. I stored only enough time to get me to this age. Even the best laid plans, as they say.
I'd still call that a win. Not everyone's lucky enough to get a do-over in life. Be glad, you baby-faced grandpa.
Secker, we did it! We finally finished our first prototype. You seem to believe your type of magic isn't good for anything. But that's just not true.
Prince.
Oh, and I've already come up with a name for our new magic item. But for now, it'll be a secret. Secker Swallowtail.
Oh, it's her last name.
Your Highness, our creation has survived for all these years.
And now it saved the life of a person who carries your legacy.
This whole thing is weird and confusing, but I'm just happy to see you're still alive, Wizard King!
Thanks, Asta. I hear you did a great job once again.
I've got a long way to go, sir!
You better be getting like 1,000 gold stars for everything
Noel
he
and
did.
Mimosa, I can tell by the growth of your mana that you courageously risked your lives in this endeavor. Well done, both of you.
Thank you.
And lastly, to our guest whom I don't recognize.
Tell me about your magic! I spent so many years wandering all over this land in disguise, and I've never even heard of anything like your power!
Chill out. You still haven't finished explaining everything. You planning to tell us about problems 2 and 3 anytime soon?
I'm doing my best to keep them a secret for as long as possible. I fear that the Clover Kingdom is going to be attacked by the neighboring lands.
They're gonna think he's weak and
Diamond Kingdom, right?
not in control.
Before.
Also, there's a possibility that Asta will die.
Okay.
Is something here?
Hang on, is this an either war situation or what? Because both of those things sound really bad!
Asta, the dark power that you've been using came from a devil.
What? Is that true?
Like that creepy guy we just fought? I mean, it does have kind
not
of the
know?
same feel whenever I use it,
Thought
but
he knew that.
a devil?
Of course. That other form of his. It is similar to the one our grandmother told us about when we were little. Knowing that, I wonder if it's too dangerous for you to use that power.
What do you mean? I'm totally fine!
Oh, I'm remembering he blacked out or something. He didn't remember, like, when he first transformed, he didn't remember, like, the conversation.
Devil, huh? Ugh. Gross. Stay away.
That horn is a symbol of when humans ventured into another realm and got themselves involved in a world beyond our own. It's a curse known as Weg. Apparently, there are other magic knights who suffer from similar conditions.
Wait, you mean I'm not the
Charlotte?
only one?
I'm confused.
Maybe Vengeance,
What
I
realm
think?
are you talking about, sir?
I don't know all of the details, but they say it's where the devils reside.
500 years back, I was cursed by forbidden magic while sealing him.
Then the evil curse and my own magic were mixed together, which caused this to happen. I can change between my two forms as often as I please now.
That's gonna be fun. I was thinking she couldn't switch back, but that's awesome.
How neat! This is entirely different than transformation magic. You're sealing yourself into the form of that tiny bird. To think the penalty for using forbidden magic combined with your rare affinity would produce a result like this. The Diamond Kingdom is aggressive. Thanks to their magic scholars, their army is strong, and they're known to experiment on humans. Then there's the Neutral Kingdom of Heart. Their land is rich with natural mana, so the people mostly keep to themselves, focused on perfecting their own unique magic. The last is the Spade Kingdom, which is currently vying for dominance. It's a frigid, demonic landscape, served by the ancient evils that sleep within. They don't share a border with us like the Diamond Kingdom does, so Spade wants to extend its influence across the strong magic region between us.
Don't you remember this guy? It's his fault everything's so screwed up! See? If we tell everyone that, they'll understand! Then the Magic Knights won't get in trouble!
That's true, but someone must pay. So the Magic Parliament will likely blame your devil's power. After all, you're a commoner who can use a dark and mysterious power, which makes you the perfect scapegoat for this ordeal.
Of course it does.
No way. That doesn't make sense. I didn't do anything wrong. And what even is the Magic Parliament?
Wow, you're more ignorant than I thought.
Well, it's a group. They're mostly royalty and nobles. They create the laws and hold trials for major crimes. It's one of the highest authorities.
Reminds me of like the Court of Owls or something from
That's right.
Batman.
And it's controlled by one of the 3 great royal families.
House Kira.
The current king's family.
Oh,
They have
of
the
course.
most power of anyone.
You're my hero! You've done an excellent job of protecting me!
Oh my God. He's gonna get like all his accolades and promotion. It's gonna be a fake.
All hell broke loose in the royal capital, so I was trying to leave. Please don't be dead. I'll be charged with homicide. The whole thing was a huge coincidence.
A homicide.
Thanks to my newly discovered power, it was a piece of cake for me to save you. No gratitude necessary.
There's a magic knight with him, but it's one of the lower ranking ones, so I doubt he'll give us much trouble. This won't take long.
Uh-oh.
Justice Kira, surrender now. We've come for your life.
Oh, who had the nerve to send you dogs here? Well, that was fun while it lasted.
You don't need to know. Either way, the Eye of the Midnight Sun will be blamed for it.
I'm almost out of magic!
What? Why did my weapon shrink?
Shameful. It's so like you anti-monarchist nobles to take advantage of a disaster to harm the king. Now kneel! Are you all right, my liege?
I am far from all right, Damnatio! My royal robes are filthy!
Yes, my apologies. Look at that. It's finally appeared. Mark my words. I'll condemn you for the sake of justice and the royal family.
Oh, man.
Devil-possessed wretch.
I see him as a new
Several
threat,
days later,
new obstacle.
Roselle and Fuegoleon led the effort to steadily rebuild the royal capital after it had been decimated by the elves' attack. The people were finally beginning to smile again.
I heard you were great in the big fight the other day. I'm honored to meet you.
Wow, thanks. It was nothing, really. Sorry, do I know you?
Oh, I suppose not. I should have mentioned I work with the Magic Parliament.
Hey, that's what the Wizard King told us about.
If you wouldn't mind, we'd like you to come testify for us about the battle. Ah,
Oh.
the mysterious girl. We'd be very interested in your testimony as well, miss.
Yeah, let's do
They
it,
just want to
Nero.
get him in a position where they
You
can
can tell this is a trap, right?
use him. Yeah, I was going to say,
Don't worry,
like, trap.
Noelle. He seems like he's a totally reasonable person.
Please, go ahead inside.
Okay, now that we're here, I'm starting to get really nervous.
Remember what the Wizard King said about your devil's power. Don't let your guard down.
Cops? What gives?
I don't recognize them.
He's so loud and vulgar.
As your humble chairman, I, Damnatio Kira, shall pass
Oh,
judgment
it's the same guy.
on Asta of the Black Bulls.
Hold on, this isn't fair!
You're an orphan, and I don't feel an ounce of magic from you.
The Forsaken Realm?
Oh my!
Filthy little commoner.
And as for the young lady,
Look, she's got horns.
the kingdom has no record of her birth, and those horns indicate she has dabbled in forbidden magic. These two claim that the recent disturbance was caused by a devil who ensnared and controlled a number of magic knights.
Telling you the truth!
This trial will end in one of two ways. Either you will be convicted as a devil, or the magic knights will be made to atone for the countless sins they have committed. And you clearly can't abandon others. Unfortunately, every person in this room suspects that you and this girl are the ones who've been communicating with the devil.
They're wrong! I can explain the one inside my grimoires!
Whatever you say is just going to get twisted. It's too risky to tell him about your power.
Well, if there isn't a devil, then we'll have to exact judgment on everyone who is involved. Bring her in.
Oh, come on. This is just...
This is Marie Adley. Cast out from the house Adley, this ruined ex-noble now makes her home in a church among orphans. Her eye magic indirectly caused great harm to magic knights, as well as some of the citizenry.
You're making stuff up! Marie didn't do any of those bad things on purpose!
Perhaps you're right. If you cannot provide any proof, all that remains is the fact of her crimes.
He's going to transform.
She must pay the price. Justice will be served.
He's not going to let harm come to her.
No, stop!
Asta, help me.
I declare you guilty.
You don't have the right to judge anybody!
What's he doing?
I think this trial is over. We don't reason with devils.
Oh, come on. We're going to go right to the next one. I got to say, though, really quick, shame on you, Clover Kingdom. Shame on you. You know, picking the sweetest little girl to be the face of evil in this trial is not cool. And of course Asta's going to stand up for her. Of course Asta's going to do the right thing because that's who he is. And it's all skewed. It's all messed up. And I'm just getting angry at this point. We're going to go right to the next one. Oh, back to Neen. All right.
Yes,
episode 122.
I realize she's just returned, but I do have an official order.
Jeez.
Well, it appears to be legitimate.
There's no need to worry, ma'am. We'll take every precaution to get her there safely.
Just so they can murder her
As
later.
Marie comes home from battle, they summon her to the capital again? I can't imagine what the Magic Parliament could possibly want with a child her age. Is something wrong, Rebecca?
There's trouble. Look at this. It's today's paper.
Is this true? It can't be! No! Why? Look what they said about Asta! Oh! Believe it!
Turning against the kingdom, serving a devil?
Lies! Not one bit of it is true!
Looks like that snot-nosed commoner showed his true colors.
He's such a loser!
Well, they're hanging out with Sally now.
Will have to come and work here too? This is so exciting. I can't wait to dissect him. He promised me I could.
Who cares? Wait a second. Why do
All right, so they're all in jail? Prison?
Hey, Valtos, what am I doing in this garbage heap?
Who knows? It's not my fault you decided to follow me. I came here so I could atone for my sins.
You're so damn useless! Hey! That's enough yapping! I'll cut you villains limb from limb if you don't get to work now!
We can't work if you keep on attacking!
You'll kill us! Crazy creep! What, do you think I care?
I'm wondering if all these villains are going to, like, rise up and form their own squad or something because, like, otherwise, why show this? Why make them relevant right now? Like, I feel like they have some role to play. I kind of been saying that for a while.
When you die, I'll make your corpse
Maybe it's still coming.
bind you with my chains!
They're mad. Asta didn't do anything wrong. They can't make him take the blame for our crimes.
But they can, Klaus. I mean, we're talking about Donatio here. He's ruthless. They say he's even judged his own father.
Don't panic! I can control my power, so there's no need to be afraid! I'm not dangerous!
Why should we believe what you say?
Give up, boy. Even if you manage to defeat me and escape this trial, you would only become a fugitive. And if you do flee, I'm afraid I can't assure the safety of the people in the church who raised you. So the best option is for you to be convicted here and now. You are a dangerous entity that needs to disappear. And once you do, that little girl and the magic knights will be spared.
Oh! Henry!
I was told the trial would be held 2 days from now. I should have known you clowns were gonna try to play by your own rules. Anyway, I came here to say I don't give a rat's ass if a kid's evil or not.
He might be younger than me, but I've decided
It's all of them.
Faust is
Let's
a
go.
real man's man, not to mention a total badass.
And he's a really good friend of mine.
If you lay one finger on my best pal, you'll be cursed for all of eternity.
I know how brave he is, and I want to be like that someday.
Asta's a super good boy.
Marie would be sad if you died, so I guess I don't mind saving you along with her.
The courageous young man who can make even the cruelest fates bounce right off him.
I couldn't ask for a better partner. In fact, he makes me look good just being his superior.
So many snacks he hasn't tried.
He's a stupid little shrimp, but I'm willing to admit, he's pretty close to what a magic knight is supposed to be.
Royalty, I have to admit, he's a person the kingdom can't do without. But it's not that I would really care one way or the other.
Give us it back!
Ah, yes. The Black Bulls.
We're basically the worst Magic Knight squad that ever existed. And both of those brats with the horns are members.
Oh, me too?
You messed with our squad mates. So call us riffraff, rebels, whatever. We're here to take back what's ours.
Like, happy that at least
You may
they
be innocent, but you're still going to be punished for touching
can see
Marie.
things clearly, but
Not now, brother!
oh my god.
Let him be!
I can't believe you were gullible enough to walk into a trap I warned you about.
Please don't worry about me, sir. Take Asta and get out of here! I'm not from this era. And because of the forbidden magic, I'm not even a human anymore. Besides, I basically used you to complete my mission.
You've got some nerve saying all that stuff after I let you crash at our hideout for so long. You've been watching us forever, and somehow you still don't get it. Look, the Black Bulls are a wacky group of misfits. So if you're worried about being too different for us, you must not have been paying attention. Besides, I'm already familiar with your key. Trust me, one more weirdo isn't gonna hurt anything.
Are you sure? Eternal prison. In that case, I'll join you.
Sounds good. Our squad's rep is as pitch black as it gets anyway. That's us.
Like us or not, we are the Black Bulls! Whoa! My force sheet! He's shaking!
My scale measures spells. It judges your magic, balances it, and creates order.
Demon Destroyer Sword! Fate release!
Did he just erase the effects of my magic?
Yup.
Your move, Justice Boy.
Oh. Maybe they can at least speak up for Asta.
You're as reckless as always, I see.
Because
what exactly were you planning?
they
to
wouldn't
do?
be around without him.
Yeah,
Let's admit
I
that.
usually make things up as I go along.
In light of recent events, we can't afford to lose any strong magic knights.
Regardless of our difference in status, we still acknowledge you and your squad mates as valuable allies. We've been given a message from the Wizard King. It's for the Black Bulls, a special mission. You are to locate and investigate these devils. You will prove your innocence with your own hands.
While Asta is occupied with this assignment, the Wizard King and the rest of the Magic Knights will be taking full responsibility for him.
We're gonna go investigate those devils to prove you're not evil and save your ass. And we'll break the curse of the forbidden magic, too.
If you prove to be of no use to the kingdom, you will be executed. Your fate continues to hang in the balance.
Like, just tell everybody there now. Tell the Black Bulls. Marie was almost killed.
Right.
Like, they'll change their tune.
Right.
They'll get more angry, more aggressive. Especially this guy.
Save it! I told you not to attack Asta and you still didn't listen!
Here.
Huh? What was that thing? A trick?
It's a device that can track your location. This way, we know you won't be able to flee or hide.
Do you really think I would run away?
We know you won't. But there are times when one has to put up a front.
Come in?
Pardon me.
Ah, Damnatio.
So despite your current state, you're trying to take care of everything again.
Now no one has to get punished. Well, I think that's how it should be, since Asta never did anything wrong. You know, I think eventually, your scales will tip in Asta's favor.
I'm
Maybe.
relieved your personality didn't
I don't
change with your
like this guy, and I'm not sold that he will turn good.
This land is in danger.
And that he truly
The
has
crisis we're facing is not
the
a
kingdom's
small one.
interests at heart.
If the
I
kingdom
feel like,
starts to fall, I must pass judgment.
yeah, I feel like he's gonna
On
just
that boy, and even upon you.
do his own thing, I guess, for
Farewell.
calling it peace, calling it justice, whatever. But push his own ambitions
Your
forward.
Majesty!
Marx, it's good to see you.
You were always a bit like a child. Now you really are a child.
Well, it's like this.
No, you don't need to explain. You can just show me your memories later. The kingdom is facing peril. And with you stuck in that form,
Honestly. You act so damn ridiculous. But I'm really happy that you're still alive.
Thank you, Marks.
True friend.
I'm sorry for making you worry all the time.
I still, like, am kicking myself that I ever suspected him as being a evil spy or anything. I used to think that a long time ago.
That need your attention, sir.
Right now?
Oh my gosh. Good stuff. So yeah, this is like bothering me, I guess I gotta say, that, you know, it's just the kingdom itself. Like, the whole kingdom is just full of problems, and like, it's not surprising at all that they went this route, going after Asta after he's the one that did such a great thing for the sake of everybody. And like, I mean, I don't know, like, I guess I'm thinking back to the Wizard King, and you know, I think I said this maybe in the beginning of my video, I don't remember. But he was so, like, tunnel vision with everything going on, and he was just like, wow, 500 years later, we're seeing the fruits of our labor. We're seeing the great kingdom that exists and the seeds we planted, you know. And that was awesome, but, like, it's still horrible. It's a horrible living situation for anyone outside of royalty. Like, you gotta factor all that in, and he didn't see that, and then now he never will. He's gone. But, like, it just kind of doesn't sit well with me, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. All right, let's see preview first for next time. Or Clover clip, I'm sorry, then a preview. Here we go.
There's trouble.
Been so long since a Clover clip.
Sister Teresa!
Is something wrong, Rebecca?
There's trouble. Look at this. It's today's paper.
Oh my.
What? This is...
What? This is...
What? This is... Could someone please finish the sentence? I agree. Come on, this is... A masterpiece!
500 years ago, a terrible tragedy created a grudge between humans and elves.
Oh my gosh.
And it was all caused by a devil. Black Clover, page 123. Narrow Reminisces, part 1.
Okay. We might get like a two-parter, Narrow flashbacks, Narrow history. That'll be awesome. I love Secker. She's such a great addition to the show already. I'm very excited to see now like what she kind of does next, now being a Black Bull and everything. You know, as I was saying before, guys, like it bothers me that the kingdom is like hasn't grew or hasn't really learned anything in 500 years. Like, we had the prejudice against the elves, and now we have prejudice against each other, and it just again does not sit well with me at all. Like, I wish there would be some growth. I wish there would be people seeing the error of their ways, you know, and I feel like we were so close. I feel like we had it. Like, if they could have just seen more. Like, I feel like everything with the devil, everything with the elves happened so fast that the common people outside of the knights, like, just didn't know what was going on. They were either being attacked or they were turned or both, and like it just was a big mess. And it happened like overnight, it seemed. And now it's like a new day. Everything kind of settled. There's all this destruction, and now like they don't really know. And even a lot of the knights, you know, you could argue that maybe the like Licht kind of split the memories to let them know like they kept those memories before the elf spirits left them. So maybe those people, the knights themselves, knew the full story. They don't really dwell on that. I'm assuming they do. So I'm holding out hope, guys, that the knights at least know Asta's genuine. He's a great guy, but like the outside common royalty people don't. And I wish they would. I want, because it just now it's causing conflict, it's causing problems, and it just drives me crazy because we saw firsthand everything that he did, all the great things he did for everybody, and they're just treating me like this, and it's just pulling my strings, man, pushing my buttons, whatever you want to say. It's just bothering me. I don't like it. So hopefully, I'm assuming hopefully by the end of the show we can at least maybe like pull the veil on all this like hidden secret horribleness that's going on between different like regions of society, and move forward together in peace. Like that's what Julius wants. He's struggling to make it happen. Like it's what Asta wants. It's what needs to happen. And that's my shoebox, I guess I'll get off of. So thank you again so much, guys, for watching. It means a lot that you're here. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe, and drop a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of these episodes and this reaction. And we'll be back for more Black Clover reactions, so stay tuned. And I can't wait to see what happens next, guys. It looks like we're going off in search of devils, and that'll be fun. Yeah, it's going to be a good time, guys. Thanks again for watching. Have a great one, and we will see you soon.